Hello again and welcome back to class number 3. We're learning the Swift programming language. We just covered arrays. Let's talk about the next collection type, which is dictionaries. So a dictionary is a list of values that also have an associated key. So unlike arrays, which are organized on an index, and the index is kind of like a numeric, position in the list, a key is a label. So dictionaries are not organized in numerically, but instead they're organized by having a key or a label that is associated with each value. So in this case, we have a key and a value pair for every value in our dictionary. In this case, like mobile might be the key and 30 might be the value, and backend web might be the key and 40 would be the value. And we might write the code that created that same dictionary in this way. So we could say courses and students, and then we can have our dictionary written like this. So this is the key, and then the colon and the value. So dictionaries have a type, and the type is square brackets, key type, and value type. So in this case, the type is implicit and the key is a string and the value is an int. You could also explicitly type this dictionary with this. If we were creating an empty dictionary, we could write it and we would have to include the type, and then we would use an empty square brackets with a colon in the middle, right? So this would be an empty dictionary. To access the value in a dictionary, you'll use the square brackets around the key. So you'll put the key here. Now you'll notice in this example, I put, and I think front-end web said 30 students, right? So if this was to keep track of how many students were in each class section, and there was 30 here, then the value here would print 30. Right? So this one includes the exclamation point here, which we use to force unwrap an optional. Why are we force unwrapping? Okay, so and now that you've thought about the answer, we're force unwrapping because it's not guaranteed that the key is in the dictionary, right? Because it's just a string, so we could type any string in here, we could misspell it. And if this doesn't match the key, then the value is not found. So anytime you access a value from a dictionary, it's always an optional. Okay, so adding to and updating a dictionary. So if you want to update a value in a dictionary, you can call the update value, and you can specify the new value followed by the name of the key that you want to set the value on. Okay. Alternately, you can set the value in this way too. So you can say dictionary bracket name of key and then set the value, after the equal there. Okay, so removing a value. To remove a value, you can call remove value, and then you can say for key, and you can name the key that you want to remove, right? So if I remove the value here, the key remains and the new value is nil because we've removed the old value. Okay, so next collection type. So we had arrays, list of values organized on an index. We talked about dictionaries. It's a list of values. Every value has a key or a label. Sets. A set is a lot like an array, but it has the special feature that values in a set have to be unique. They can't be repeated. Okay, so if a value repeats, it's not included in the set. Okay, so to create a new set, you can say, name of your set, and the type is set as set, and then you use these little angle brackets, and you put the data type in between the angle brackets. The other way to create a set is from an array. So you can say set parentheses, and then you can include an array here. And so this would be implicitly typed as type string. This would be explicitly set. Okay. If we didn't include this, then this first one, Swift would consider it to be an array. right? So if we write an array, but then we say the type is a set, then Swift gets the idea and it makes a set out of this. So that's why this one looks just like an array, right? Okay, so here we go. Let me ask you, what is going to happen here in the console? So we have a set that's got Pothos, Monstera, Calitha, and Pothos again. Okay, very good. If you got that Pothos is going to be removed because only unique values are in a set, then that's the correct answer. Okay, finding an element in a set. So you can ask the question, hey, plant collection dot contains Monstera, right? So you can use contains to find out if an element exists in a set. Adding and removing elements. You can use insert to add an element to a set, or remove to remove an element. And since elements are unique, you can just include the name of the element, and then it'll just find that unique value in the set and remove it. And if it doesn't exist, then nothing happens. Okay, practice problems for dictionaries and sets. So you can go through the practice problems here. I'll open this up in a new tab here, and you can download, or actually these problems are written here, so you'll make a new playground and follow the problems here to make the to find the solutions. Okay, so I'll stop the video. You can work on that for a bit and then come back to the next video. Thanks for watching.